What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another daily YouTube video where we cover the market, our trades, and all the content EA has given us. We have a lot of trades that we're currently making, and I'm going to go through every single one of them in this video. Not to mention, EA have dropped some content on a Wednesday, which is not just Team of the Week. So let's get straight into it. So let's go to the SBC section, and you will see we have no player SBC. That's a lie. We have two players, actually. We have Zambrotta and Hadji World Cup. Zambrotta is the Prime. Hadji is his World Cup card, as I've just said. As you can see, there's 8 squads for Zambrotta and 5 for Hadji. Hadji looks like it's going to be pretty cheap. 82, 84, 85 with some packs back. On the market, he is currently 175k. The SBC is costing 163. If you want to use a Hadji, it's not too bad. We're then going to go on to Zambrotta, who has 8 squads, so it's obviously a bit more expensive. 83, 84, 285, 87, and 86. So that's it, really. He is 600k on the market. He's obviously been coming down, but he is 578, and this is a great card in the game and very meta. I have this World Cup card and he's fantastic. I'd highly recommend you do this SBC. If you can use duplicates and stuff, I think it's really worth your time and your coins. I really do like that. We do have some more content from EA, which is actually a bit crazy. Well, not really crazy, but crazy for the market. It's 84 times 5, which is repeatable 3 times every 24 hours. So you can do this 6 times in theory. 3 times before 6 PM today, and then 3 more times after. What does this require? For an 84 times 5, which isn't a terrible pack, it requires an 84 squad, but 2 85s. As you can imagine, 85s have demand. There is a Team of the Week player required, but Team of the Week are not currently moving. That's because basically Team of the Weeks are pretty just dead. They're basically the cheapest fodder, and that's how they move. That is all the content EA have given us today. We do have a ton of leaks, which I haven't even mentioned yet on this video. Let's get into those leaks, because there's some good ones. Right, let's start off right here. The first leak was, of course, Alawaran from yesterday. You know all about him. The main one from today, we have Dirk Kuyt, who's coming as a Fire Nord player. So he will be in the Eredivisie. So he might be a bit cheaper than the Prem card. Well, not cheaper than the Prem card, but cheaper than he would have been if he was a Prem card. He's going to upgrade based on Fire Nord. We then have Kocha here, who's based on Fenerbahce, which is in the Turkish league. So again, wouldn't be as expensive as if it was a Prem card, but still be expensive as you have great stats and probably is more likely to get an upgrade. We have Park Ji-sung. This card's going to be very expensive in my opinion, because it's a Man United card, a live Man United card, and it's Park Ji-sung based on Man United. And his other card is decent too. I think this card will do very well. And we also have Di Natale, who will be based on Udinese, we assume. And obviously this will be a crazy card, probably the most expensive one, probably a good 3-4 mil at the start, depending on how good his club is performing. Let's take a look how Di Natale's other card is performing right now, because there will be an opportunity to buy this card. He's 227, we had this leak a few hours ago. He has dropped from 230 all the way to 220, and he's rebounded currently. My aim is to try and pick this card up around the 200k range, as I believe his new card's going to be well over 1 million coins. So my aim is to try and pick him up around 200. It looks like 210 will probably be a buy right now. If that does happen, I will look into it. Let's get Park Ji-sung. As I said, I think his card's going to be very expensive, so we can look into this card as well. 80k. He's actually down. Surprising. Maybe they don't think his new card will be so expensive, but we'll see. This is a card which is starting to get too low. Maybe in the 70k range we'll look into that. Dirk Kuyt will be another one. However, Dirk Kuyt will be slightly an issue, even though this one has a better league, which will keep its value. The other one will have much better stats most likely. People might just use that. However, the links are very valuable here, so maybe this card doesn't get hit too badly as opposed to some of the other ones. Then we of course have Okocha, who is pretty much the same situation. The Ligue 1 links are too powerful. Any dip on this card I will likely buy. Regardless of the price of the new card, I think the links are just too valuable right here. We can look at, we got the heroes, we got Team of the Week. Oh, we do have a new Team of the Week which we haven't covered. That's last week's Team of the Week. And we also need to quickly look at the road to the finals, because a lot happened in the day before yesterday's games. I'm filming this 1 hour after content on Wednesday. Obviously yesterday we saw Marlon and Fofana go head to head. We also saw Felipe Anderson play, and look what happened. This is why you don't hold into the game, guys. This is why you always sell on the hype. Before the game, this card was 114k. You could have cashed out with no worries. Now this card is 22k. You would have almost lost 100k a card just by being greedy or gambling or holding into the game. Don't do this, guys. Never worth the risk or the reward. But do not do this, please. Fofana, alternatively, this is what's going to tempt people. Because this was a close game and people didn't really expect Chelsea to win. This card, alternatively, did go up 100k because they scored early, they scored fast, they got a penalty. They had to retake the penalty, they scored, and they won the game. And now, with +2s across the board and a live card, this card looks very comparable to Mr. Saliba, which I'll show you right now. This is what a lot of people are talking about. Maybe not anywhere near, maybe not as good, but definitely comparable with +2s on this card if you look side by side. It would be same pace, better defending and better physical, however way worse dribbling and passing. And yeah, that's it really. Obviously he would still be a live card, but they are both French Premier League cards. That's the comparison people are making. But yeah, this is the flip side. I did purchase this card yesterday as soon as Chelsea scored. He was 310, no he was 300 and I got 5 for 310. Did sell them for 340, which he did go higher, he also went lower. So I'm happy to take the profit and run. That's an easy coins. You can live trade during the game if you can buy them fast enough, but you must be very, very quick. And you must be able to get sorry. You must be able to get out in time too. Third one, Felipe Anderson, who surprisingly played on Tuesday. Because I think whoever they share a stadium with, I think Roma, they also play at home on Thursday, so one played on Tuesday. This card is 54k. They actually lost 2-1, so that was a slight upset. He was all the way up at 82. They actually took the lead and this card didn't even rise. They took the lead, this card didn't even rise. He went like 2k up to 84, not even enough to cover the tax. And then they lost 2-1 and he got dumped to 51k. It does look like the 50k range, the low 51 is a good place to buy this card. They do play next Thursday, and so they will have another chance, and he should rise in the hype even though they are losing, just because he's at a massive discount and still a relatively usable card. Ideal buy price here is 50k, but I have been buying him at like 52, 53, and I did pick up a few at 55 yesterday. I'm not too worried. PC guys, 55 is a dream here, and 50k on PlayStation. If you want to pick these up, see no issues, and then you obviously sell before the game next Thursday. We have the road to the finals, so today I'm filming this half an hour before the UCL games. You're going to see the damage that's going to be done to these cards. One of these cards are going to be dead by the time you see it, or maybe two. But Lucas is now up to 230. He's risen nicely in the hype. His low point was actually yesterday. He hit 200, well, the day before yesterday now. And he rose really well today on the day of the game. Hopefully people sell on the hype here for the zero risk play. Goretzka is just fluctuating, not really up or down. People are unsure on buying, even though they're heavy favorites according to the betting odds. Nuno Mendes, 589, getting slight hype into the lead up of the game. We'll see where that goes, because on the betting odds, they're heavy underdogs. Either way, either him or him, they're going to be real low. He could go down to like 350, and he will go down to like 900, 800 if they do lose. Be aware of that. Same with this card, if they do lose, he will go down to way under 150, probably like 100 in my opinion. But then he'll be a good card to pick up on the dip, which is why I have my coins ready. We do have the Fantasy Foot heroes here and the Fantasy Foot team. In all honesty, I'm just showing you just to show you for like sake of showing you guys. Not interested in any of these cards as the upgrades are so far away, so I'm going to close those tabs right now. This is this week's team of the week. Sorry to do it so late in the video. I'd like to normally do the content at the start. Pretty terrible team. That's kind of why I haven't been hyped to show you. In all honesty, this was nothing really too good here. Griezmann, his upgrade apparently is quite good. We got Reiss Nelson for the Arsenal fans, and we got Salah. Other than that, it looks like a team full of fodder. Griezmann on his 87 has just +1s, nothing crazy. Gonna be a good card to lazy sell because of the pink hair. People will get confused, so we can look into that. Reiss Nelson obviously got a huge upgrade. Obviously got a very big clutch goal for Arsenal. His other card, was it 3-3? He was 4-3, so they didn't even give him a weak foot or skill move upgrade, but he got usable stats now. Probably still nothing too crazy. Nothing to scream about. Oh dear, dead card. Dead card. Horrible reactions, horrible composure. That's coming from an Arsenal fan, that's tough. And then we have Salah here, who is basically the Centurions card, except he can't play centrally, so that's why Centurions is holding price. But yeah, this card's going to come down massively, and be expected for this card to go down quite a lot. It's the only usable card in this Team of the Week. A lot of Team of the Week packs are probably going to end up being saved. Now, into last week's Team of the Week, or yesterday's Team of the Week, there are some trades we can currently make, or you can currently make, that I'm a really big fan of. Before we do that, let me just quickly check the price of fodder, because I'm assuming 85s have moved. 85s are now 16k, who knows what they are by the time you see this video. Only 1k below 86s, which is crazy, at 17k. I really like Foden, I really like Firpo, Anguissa is decent, and Romero is decent too. Foden, I've been selling a ton of this card at 29k to 30k. I really think if you can pick this up at 25k on both platforms, fantastic price. Not to mention, this one can only play on the left, this one can only play on the right. But he does have additional value added to the card. Really good for lazy selling. I'm selling 3 to 5 an hour right now, around 3 to 3.5k profit, making 10 to 15k an hour just selling this card. Extremely easy, and I highly recommend you do it. Firpo, Great left back in the Prem. Huge upgrade, let's not forget. Huge upgrade. Spanish, links to Ramos, really good stats. Slap a shadow on him, and honestly, he's got some very, very useful stats all of a sudden. Not to mention he's Spanish, which is good for links. Anguissa, we have the Napoli hype, we have Raspadori, we have lots of links for this card. And Napoli have a lot of hype, and in all honesty, it's a very good looking card too. I really, is actually better than the Road to the Knockout one, in my opinion. Pace is more important than the one dribbling, but yeah, I really like this one too. 22k is probably what you want to get, and Romero also 18k, 17k also looks good. He's not the most usable, but he is cheap and he's starting to rise a little bit, so I do like that as well as an investment. The only other investment I haven't told you about that I have been making is Marlon. I've been buying the dip on Marlon, and I'm still continuing to buy the dip. He does seem to keep dropping though, so it might take a bit of a while, but I will keep buying the dip until he stops dipping, because I know this card will eventually rebound or lazy sell well. Looks like he's sat at 23 and 24k now. You can pick this card up at 22k on PlayStation and maybe 23k on PC and lazy sell this card. I'll show you my transfer list. You're going to see a hell of a lot of Fodens over here. There's some Marlins. Some of these are picked up at 25k to be fair. It's how much lower. Tons of Fodens. Oh, so there's my Felipe Andersons. A couple of Adeyemis who I managed to get all these for like 10k. They boosted his min price to 15,250 for some reason. Just how man the matches used to be. If I had known that, I would have gone all in on Adeyemi and I would have made a ton of coins. It's going to take a long time for him to sell now. He's probably not going to sell as frequently. But yeah, just a lot of the cards I mentioned are all here. Mainly Foden, some Anguissas, no Romeros, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And here's my unassigned, and you're going to see a ton of Marlins here. It's Marlon. On average, I think these are like 24k, 25. It's all over the place, to be honest. 17 crazy snipes, right? And I'll continue to lazy sell this card, as I believe that card will do well, as I think he is too good to be fodder, and he is usable with Bino Gittins, for example. That's going to be it for today's video. The future video, or tomorrow's video, is going to be covering marquee matchups and a preparation for Friday. We are going to be looking to buy the dip on some cards like Alawera and World Cup before the new promo on Friday, Team 2, as that will probably get too low before, and his new card probably be very expensive. But yeah, we've got a lot of players, a lot of moves, a lot of lazy selling, really easy coins. We will be live trading the Road to the Finals once again today at 10 PM UK time, right after the games. Jump into the stream. Twitch stream link is in the description. Like, subscribe, share the video. Thank you for watching. I stream twice a day, 2 PM, 2:30 PM, and 10 PM UK time. Free trading Discord, a Patreon, whatever you want to get as many tips as you want on the Discord. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.